4th. Hope you guys had an awesome time creating new memories with your loved ones, your family. Took some time off for yourself, got some relaxation in, good eating in. Maybe told somebody about you're sending them some videos in, doing your business while doing your life. I'm excited to be here. I'm Phyllis Nash, one of your co founders and your chief sales officer here at Akana. And I am going to go on and get out of the way because I know our messenger has a wonderful message for you this morning. So hopefully you have pen and paper. This young man I've been knowing, oh my goodness, probably about 12 years. Guys, you know, time passes so fast, so fast. But yeah, when I met him, I didn't even meet him in Chicago. I met him in Florida, Orlando, Florida, at a event that myself and my team at the time went to do some vending and educating about our company. I met him. He stood out. I found out he was from Chicago. I pursued him. I'll never forget. He came out to my home, the home that Melissa and I mean, the building that Melissa and I shared. And she came upstairs, and we talked to him. He came on in that company. Didn't do a whole lot. Really said that he didn't want to do multi-level marketing again, but did tell me that if you ever have a company that is owned by people that looks like us, I might consider. And so, you know, I had him when we founded Wakana, now Akana. And so proud to be in business with him. Well known all over the country, all over the world. He travels internationally, motivating, helping people go to that next level, helping companies do the same thing. And we're privileged to have him as our VP of training, and we're privileged to be able to hear from him each and every Wednesday morning here on the Diamond Factory. And so and he also is a Ruby in the business, guys. So without further ado, Coach Dan, Pastor Dan, Motivator Dan, wearing all hats Dan, are you out there? Are you out there? Don't have me have all of this build up, but people need to know who you are anyway. So, Coach Dan,
Well, that's
take
a
it away.
great thing. All right, all right, all right. Great, 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 great morning.
Do that to me.
Merry day after the 4th of July. Merry day after the 4th of July. We are at the beginning of the month. And I'm telling you, Akana is blazing a trail, There's events that's popping up all over the place. There is parties that's popping up. And the truth, you guys, is that if we are going to be successful, if you're going to be successful in building this business, I'm telling you right now, party, party, party. That's what I'm gonna tell you. Party, party, party. I would ask, but we don't have time to see how many of you utilized yesterday as an opportunity when you're gathering with families, gathering with friends, as an opportunity to throw an impromptu party or bring an impromptu party to the gathering as it pertains to your business. Because the momentum that you'll gain, as we've always talked about, there's great momentum that takes place after we do corporate events. But imagine doing a big event every single week that somebody can come to. Imagine doing a big event every single, some people do it every single day. I remember Phyllis when she would tell part of her story of breaking through the multi-level marketing space and becoming the top, I won't say top dog, but the top income earner that she is, and not only in Akana, but also in other companies. What she did was she was throwing parties, it seemed like every day. She'll be on a vacation and figure out a way to throw a party or throw an event while on vacation. And that's really what you have to do in gaining momentum and building your business is getting people in the room. And sometimes getting people in the room is not the easiest thing to do. If I had the mics off, or on, I'll ask the question, how many of you would agree if we was in a room, I'll stand in front of the room and I'll ask you, how many would agree that getting people in the room is not the easiest thing to do? And so today, what I want to do over the next few moments that we have together is I want to kind of give you some reminders for some people, provide insight for others, and some key strategies to help you get people in the room. That's what I want to do. I want to help you get people in the room. First of all, one of the things that I would say not to do is say to people, I have joined a multi-level marketing company and I want you to come to an opportunity meeting. Don't invite them to an opportunity meeting. Now, there may be some on the line that will disagree with me or what have you, and that's okay. But I've never invited a person to an opportunity meeting because what I found in that, as soon as I use those terms, because of what is centered sometimes around MLM, people won't show up, or they automatically become resistant, or they automatically have their guard up. Even if you manipulate them into coming or con them into coming because they're your friend and or part of your family, they'll come just because you asked them to, and still come with a closed mind and not participate. So we want to invite them into something that's a little different. Now, one of the things that we used to use, so number one, invite them to share their opinion or get their advice as it pertains to a new business you are starting. That's one thing, right? Hey, I'm starting this new business and I'm doing a focus group. I'd like to get your feedback on it. Tell me what you think about this business. Tell me what you like the most, what you like the least. I need to get at least 20 people feedback as I prepare, or hey, I'm considering going into business. And so people then, they want their advice to be heard. They're less resistance to you coming when you do that, right? The next thing that I want you to do is let's make it personal. Provide personal invitations. What do you mean, personal invitations?
Coach Dan,
yes.
Can I just say one thing, dear? Because you've been traveling and I sent you something just last night. So the parties, just for your information, the parties are called Elevation Experiences. So I'm gonna let you, I know you can take it from there. If that's all you need. Those are the home parties. That's what they're called.
I get it. And so that's the thing though. Whether you call it elevation experiences or what have you, the principles don't change. And you just made my point. We don't want to call it the opportunity meeting. We don't want to call it come and listen to it. We want to make certain that what they're coming to, and I'm glad you said experience because that's where I was going. They want to come to an experience. And number one, like I said, make it personal. Make the invitation personal. When you personalize that invitation and make it specific to them, it helps, it creates more of an intimate and non-formal way of really being able to get people to come. A personal touch will make people feel more valued and they're more likely to attend. The second thing is offer some incentives. What incentives can you offer when you invite people, watch this, to your elevation experience? How are you going to help them elevate? And what kind of experience are you going to give them, right? What are you going to offer them? What kind of product? Maybe it's a product, maybe it's sampling a product. Maybe it's a free bio scan. Whatever it is, and even though we know we do bio scan parties and all of those kind of things, when we did a grand opening for our bio scans, and Phyllis can tell you this, one of the things that we did in it is that we gave a quote unquote discount for the bio scans. So people was running to get the bio scans, even though they was paying a small little love fee for it, they was running to get it because in their mind, they were being offered an incentive. So not only did we make money on it in this particular case, but also they felt like they were getting something, a discount, because they added value, right? Here's another piece that I want you to do. I want you to make it fun. If it's an elevation experience, as Philip is saying, how do we make it fun? How do we make this experience fun? What kind of games? What kind of health games, health trivia, or whatever the case is? Hey, maybe your elevation experience is a game night. And maybe the games that you select or the things, and you create your own game. And it's all centered around the benefits of health. Maybe it's a trivia, whatever the case may be, but make it fun. Don't make it boring. Let's have some fun. Because again, you're inviting people to a party. You're inviting people to an experience. Plan the event in a way that is enjoyable and that's entertaining. Now, again, it could also involve interactive demonstrations. It could involve some form of I'm just going way out there, y'all. It could involve some form of a skit where people are sitting around at the table or what have you. So you're in a restaurant, you act like you're in a restaurant, and somebody orders something and they say, "Oh, I didn't know that you ate that." Whatever the case may be. I was sitting at a table the other day, and we was talking about eating according to your blood type. And sitting at the table, it was Sunday afternoon at service. I'm sitting at the table. We start talking about eating according to your blood type. And I began to say that one of the pastors that was at the table said that sometimes what you eat is geography based. You know, based on where you live, to help shape what you eat. And I said, I got one for you. How about based on where you come from? How about based on your ancestors can determine not only your blood type, but determine how you should eat? Because based on what kind of region your bloodline came from could determine, watch this, your blood type. So if you come from a region where all you ate, where they lived off meat, then more than likely you'll be a type O. Or if you come, so these are some of the things that you can do and make it fun, right? Make it fun. The other thing that you could do is you want to, at every elevation experience, you want to show how somebody else has been elevated. Listen to that now. Every elevation experience, you want to show how someone else has been elevated. Success stories and testimonies, I'm telling you, not only do they tell, but they also sell. You tell the success story. You tell the testimony or the success story will sell itself. You got that? If you tell the testimony, if you tell the success story, the testimony or the success story will sell itself. So in every elevation experience, in every party that you do, the truth of the matter is you have to make certain that you can have somebody that can stand up before the people, or you incorporate it. You have to have someone.
You did it.
No, ain't no dog biting.
Okay, that's your background, though.
It is my background. I was walking.
Okay, no problem.
So at the end of the day, in some way, incorporate the success stories. In some way, tell the story. In some way, make certain that people are able to see that it works. This is how you're going to sell. And this is going to keep the momentum, because the greatest, watch this, form of advertising on any level is the word of mouth. In any business, Word of mouth. So you want to get people talking about your business and telling your story. All right? Now, as we continue this, because I only got a few more minutes, here's what else we got to deal with. We got to follow up. You got to have a database. The key to your success is going to be your data. Data drives dollars. And I don't want us, even though we have a marketing department that's always sending out communication and things of that nature, you should be developing a database. Not only a database where you are following up, because the fortune is in a follow-up, with the phone calls here and there. When I call it the slow drip for those that are slow to get on. But you should also have the database where about once a week, you're sending out information, whether it's a new product, and you're not sending out the information about the product. You're sending out the information about the benefits of the product. Remember, you have to properly position your proposition to the individual that you're talking to. So what does that mean? What that simply means is, for example, my wife she generated this month 216 leads for her business. We were able to generate 216 leads for her business. Now, in generating 216 leads for her business, that means people that have contacted her business for products or services. Now, that has been integrated into a database. That database now, based on why they came, why they contacted her in the first place, there's going to be an algorithm that is sent out, that is developed, that is sent out to communicate with those leads. What does that look like? Well, I'll give you an example. Let's say we've been talking about this new product. We're talking about a new product we're going to launch. But yet, we're not going to focus on the product. We're going to focus on how the product can help change somebody's life. So if the product is a 21-day detox that has been streamlined that's simple to use and it gets results, then what we're going to do is we're going to flip it and say, hey, if you're looking for results, if you know you need to detox and you're too busy to go through all this, whatever that is, then this is what I want you to do. We choose this because this can help do that. Speak to the outcome of what the product can do. Speak to the outcome of how it could benefit the people. Make it focus on the benefits. And this is all after you follow up from your party, right? You want to continue to stay engaged with them on a consistent basis until they tell you not to. Because the first time when they come to your party, I believe you have a total of 18 months to be able to stay in connection with them unless they tell you not to. And then if they become a customer, I believe that time is a little bit longer. And I can get that verified as to the exact time because I'm going off memory right now. So these are the things that I want you to look at. It's time to party. The elevation experience. People want to be elevated, but make certain that it is an experience. Make certain that it is positioned in a way where people want to come to it. And when they come to it, they're glad they did, and they cannot wait till the next one. Don't make it the exact same every time. Change it up. I'll give you an example. I'm speaking in Baltimore next week at a singles event. This singles event is an all-white pool party. They're bringing me in to speak at an all-white rooftop pool party as a singles event. Last time they did an event, last quarter, they did it somewhere else, where it wasn't a pool party. Matter of fact, last time it was a rooftop party. This time it's a pool party. I'm getting ready for our book. What we're doing our book is we're doing speed dating. What do you mean? We're taking the book that I wrote on 151 questions asked before you say I do. And what we're going to do with that book is we're going to have a speed dating event where they're going to be asking the questions from the book. Now, no author has sold a book that way, but that's what we're selling. We're not only selling the book, we're selling the brand, we're selling the idea, and those are the type of things that you need to be able to do as you promote your business. So listen, I apologize for the dog in the background. It's my neighbor's dog that started barking. Hopefully that didn't throw you guys off. I'm used to Cujo, and I was trying to just get away from his bark so it wouldn't disrupt you guys, but it wound up doing it anyway. Hopefully this was helpful to you in terms of building momentum by building parties. And let's get out here, let's party, let's have some fun, and let's make this thing happen where as we create these elevation experiences, we're elevating the mind, we're elevating the body, we're elevating the soul, and we're elevating the pocketbooks of all those that we encounter. So with that being said, let's go elevate. I'm gonna send you right back to our beloved CSO, our midwife, Miss Phyllis Nash.
I just want to say that like minds always come together, because in your travel, I know you weren't able to review the video yet, but guys, he just talked about, he didn't have the right name, but all the activities are what your elevation experience kit that should be out probably next week. I think they're hoping this week at the end of the week, but I always push it back because it was a holiday. But everything that he talked about that you want to do in that party is in that kit. All the games, the different activities that you do while you're at your experience. And just so you know, it works. I had one Thursday, Coach Dan, and this morning while I was doing my workout, I heard the phone go off. I didn't answer it. I'm getting better at that. And then they sent me a text. But what they said was last week was very not enjoyable and relaxing. I love to get together with the other ladies, and I think I want to get started tomorrow on your 7-day cleanse. Can we talk? So guys, that's in addition to the other two and the other things that I was able to share and sell at the party. So they work, guys. It's time for us to push. And so with that being said, yes, we are at the dispensary tonight where we are having our, I got to give it another name, but until then, we'll have our big weekly elevation experience at the dispensary. We scan from 6 to 7. We start our presentation by 7:10, and then we're out of there answering all your guests, your customers. If you're not going to be there, if you're sending someone to that event, make sure you enroll them as a customer. Okay. And even if you get there, your guest should be enrolled as a customer with your instructions, not waiting for it to happen with us. So with that being said, go out and push. Thank you so much, Coach Dan, for all you do. And you know what? The dog wasn't really a disturbance. I just wanted to know the dog wasn't getting you. Okay. Have a great day. Bye.
Oh, you, bye.
Right. Sure. We didn't hear you. We heard the dog.